Check out honey badgers, the tough and smart animals that can escape from anything and eat everything. They're brave, fight big animals, and don't care about venom. Come with us to find out why they might just live forever. Little Houdinis. Honey badgers are quite the escape artists and geniuses of the animal kingdom. Their ability to problem solve and use tools has captured the attention of researchers and animal enthusiasts alike. One famous example is Stoffel, a honey badger known for his incredible escape attempts from enclosures designed to be escape-proof. He has used various objects, including tires, logs, and even his fellow badger companions, to fashion escape routes. This level of ingenuity in manipulating objects as tools is comparable to the problem-solving skills observed in chimpanzees, suggesting that honey badgers engage in complex thought processes, including mental trial and error, to figure out their escape. Despite their fascinating behaviors, there's a significant gap in formal studies on honey badger intelligence. Much of what we know comes from anecdotal evidence or observational stories rather than rigorous scientific research. This lack of data presents a challenge for understanding the full extent of their cognitive abilities. Honey badgers have been observed using tools for foraging, such as digging sticks to access termites, and they can remember the locations of food caches for up to 2 years. They are also known to recognize and remember individual humans, further highlighting their intelligence and memory capabilities. Their ability to use tools, a skill shared by only a few non-primate species, underscores their intelligence. Comparatively, they are often mentioned alongside elephants and chimpanzees for their cognitive abilities. However, due to their wild and aggressive nature, honey badgers are not suitable as pets. It's important to appreciate and respect their intelligence from a safe distance. Tough cookie coats. These critters are the definition of not giving a hoot. They wander around, picking fights with animals much bigger than them, and when it comes to their skin, it's like they're wearing a knight's armor. Seriously, their skin is so thick and loose, they can wriggle out of a predator's grip like a Houdini escaping a straitjacket. But wait, there's more. These guys are practically walking tanks, but did you know they're also kinda immune to venom? Yeah, they can take a bite from a venomous snake and just walk it off like it's a scratch. Don't get me wrong, they're not totally invincible, but they're tough enough to make most snakes think twice. Solo adventurers by nature, honey badgers prefer their own company, only hanging out with others for a short fling during mating season. Imagine being so tough, even your social life is hardcore. Their diet is like that of a dumpster diver with no pickiness whatsoever. From venomous cobras to crunchy larvae, if it fits in their mouth, it's dinner. This dietary flexibility is thanks to their Swiss Army knife-like skill set, digging, climbing, and even using tools. Yep, you heard that right. These little brainiacs use tools to get to their snacks. Despite their hardcore reputation, even honey badgers have to watch their backs because there are still some big baddies out there that see them as a snack. But let's be real, attacking a honey badger is like trying to eat a cactus, painful and just not worth it. They might be small, but they pack a mean punch, ensuring any predator thinks twice before messing with them. Fearlessness towards predators. Imagine if the animal kingdom had its own daredevil stuntman, always ready to pick a fight with creatures twice its size without a care in the world. Enter the honey badger, nature's fearless little warrior, looking like a skunk on steroids, but acting like it owns the place. These guys are the tough kids on the block, rocking a look that's part skunk, part weasel, and all attitude. Now, let's talk about their skin. It's not your average fur coat. We're talking about a hide so tough it laughs in the face of bee stings, porcupine quills, and even machete attacks. Imagine wearing a suit that could shrug off arrows. That's your average honey badger, strolling through danger like it's walking in the park. These little bruisers aren't just about defense, though. They've got a fence covered too, with claws that could make a horror movie monster jealous and a willingness to throw down with anyone. Lions, leopards, pythons? Bring them on. Honey badgers have the heart of a lion in the body of a badger. And they're not just fighting for fun, these critters are omnivores with a taste for just about anything they can get their claws on, from snakes to bird eggs, and yes, even honey. Speaking of honey, these badgers have a sweet tooth that gets them into all sorts of adventures. They're like the burglars of the bee world, breaking into hives and taking the loot, all while being stung by a swarm of angry bees. But do they care? Nope. They just keep on munching. The furry fearless fighters of the wild. Honey badgers are like the daredevils of the animal kingdom, not scared of anyone or anything. They roam around Africa, the Middle East, and India, basically wherever they feel like, showing off their thick skin that's pretty much like nature's version of a superhero cape. This skin is so tough that arrows, spears, and even lion bites can't do much more than scratch the surface. They've got a look that sort of skunk meets badger, with a striking white streak running down their back, making them the punk rockers of the animal world. Despite their small size, think of a medium-sized dog, they pack a lot of punch with their super strength and claws that are basically natural digging tools and weapons rolled into one. But here's the kicker, they eat almost anything they can get their paws on, from fruits and bugs to snakes and even honey, which they absolutely love. Their name comes from their knack for raiding beehives, and they're all about that sweet, sticky goodness and the bee larvae. They're kind of like the ultimate snackers, not picky eaters at all. What's really wild is their attitude. Honey badgers are known for their fearless nature, picking fights with animals much bigger than them, like lions and hyenas. They have this I don't care vibe, tackling whatever challenges come their way. And if they get bitten by a venomous snake, they just sleep it off and bounce back like nothing happened, thanks to their resistance to venom. Even though they sound like they could be the bullies of the animal world, they're actually pretty smart about it. They have a secret weapon, a nasty smell they can release when they're threatened, kind of like their cousin, the skunk. This helps them keep enemies at bay without having to fight. Honey badger hacks. First off, these critters popped up around the Middle Pliocene, which is fancy talk for they've been around forever and a day, strutting their stuff and not caring who knows it. They've got a bunch of lookalikes from the past, but let's be honest, none quite as legendary as the modern honey badger. Now, picture this, there are 12 different types of these bad boys running wild, from the Cape rattle that calls Africa home, to the Indian rattle that chills in, well, India. Each one's got its own style, but they all share that signature "I'm the boss" attitude. These critters are not just brave, they're the kind of brave that eats venomous snakes for breakfast. Yeah, you heard right. Snakes. And if that's not enough, they dig into beehives for a sweet treat, all while being immune to bee stings. Talk about having your cake and eating it too. But it's not just their diet that's hardcore. These furballs have skin so tough, they can shrug off most attacks from predators. Their skin is so thick, especially around the neck, that it's like they're wearing natural armor. If a lion thinks it's got a chance, the honey badger is like, "Try me." And let's talk about their home. They're not picky, they'll make a crib anywhere from the dry savannas of Africa to the dense forests of Asia. They're the ultimate survivalists, adapting to whatever Mother Nature throws at them, from deserts to rainforests. Their love life? Honey badgers are the original, it's complicated. They meet up, say hi, maybe hang out a bit if it's the season, and then it's CYA when I see YA. They value their alone time, roaming their territories and only catching up for the essentials. Now, get this, despite their tough guy exterior, they're actually pretty smart. Need a home? They'll dig a cozy burrow or just take over someone else's pad if they're feeling lazy. And when it comes to food, they're not fussy eaters. If it moves, it's on the menu. From birds and reptiles to the occasional fruit, they'll eat anything. Even venom can't slow them down, they're practically immune. What's your favorite honey badger fact? Hit like, subscribe, and join us for more wild adventures. Who knew animals could be this cool?